Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Hornfeck. My personal safety commitment is to always wear appropriate PPE. Today, I wanted to talk about a situation that happened at the Forge last week. So for those of y'all that aren't at Toyota, we've been working at the Forge, which is a local makerspace. We've been working with the shop mentors who work there part-time. They're not necessarily trained on the equipment in a formal way, but they've kind of received informal education on the machines, which resulted in an unsafe situation. Last week, we were starting a laser cut on a machine. It's called Big Red. It's their medium laser, and it just wasn't turning on. We weren't totally sure why. Jacob, who isn't here with us now, but he took a look at the circuits. Nothing was wrong, and someone, I don't remember who, determined that it was a problem with the e-stop. So they were like, okay, we'll replace the e-stop. They started to replace the e-stop, took the old one out, started to install the new one, and Steve, the shop mentor for lasers, almost shocked himself really badly too. Those are high voltage machines, and he forgot to unplug the machine. So it kind of goes back to the importance of proper training and the importance of locking and tagging out equipment, because you will get hurt super easily. Does anybody have any questions, comments?
My name is Devontae Cuthbertson. My personal safety commitment is to wear steel-toe boots in the workplace. So at my last job when I was an operator, a lot of times we just hung the lock on the switch, and that was it. We never really locked it. And then one time we had a coworker on the inside, somebody took his lock off, and I almost started the machine.
My name is David Sanders. My personal safety commitment is always for proper hearing protection. I'd like to point out that even though we weren't directly involved, we were still around Toyota, NC fan, whatever. And we should have said something. We should have noticed it. We should have pointed it out. That was still plugged in. We didn't. We didn't even see it. So just because it's not us that's working on it, we still have to pay attention to what is going on around us.
And if you look at the Forge, they don't talk about their lockout tagout system in the orientation or with their shop mentors. They have some hung on their PPE cabinet, which is just a filing cabinet filled with safety glasses, and that thing is dusty. Like, the container is dusty and it's really not used. So I think that goes back to proper training too, where it's like reminding people to save things and reminding people to actually use it and that it's there.
Good morning. My name is Josue Escalante. My personal safety commitment is to always wear the proper PPE. I'm curious, does the Forge have some sort of, in this case, because of the incident that occurred, is there some sort of process to report it to someone? Or some sort of I guess, logging process?
No, which is another thing.
The cross?
Yeah, that's ours, but the Forge itself doesn't have one.
Okay.
We've got a safety cross that we hang up on the board where we meet, and I think, don't quote me on this, but our supervisor at the Forge, who works for Toyota, reported it to Employee Bridge, who is who we're employed through. But yeah, that's another thing where, because I know people who have, there's a wood shop there too, that cut their hand, and it's like, how do we report that? How do we let people know to stop it from happening?
Because in the case of my facility, they're very big on the whole safety is the number one priority. So every little single thing you have to report it. We have a online portal kind of thing, so we just kind of type it in there and we report everything. So I was just curious, what do you guys do?
I mean, we're there for another 3 weeks. That'd be an interesting thing to look at.
I believe there is a way, but it's not readily, it is available easily, but it's just not known and it's not very used.
All right. Today's slogan is going to be lockout, tag out. Lockout, tag out. 1, 2, 3.
Lockout, tag out, do it.
All right.
So, question before we go further. My name's Carl. I'll be your pneumatic instructor for today. And my personal safety commitment is, let me see if I can remember. Attempt to restart a piece of equipment that I just locked out and tagged out. And I firmly believe that's the only way you're going to verify that the stored energy has been secured, released, whatever. So my question is, who's all in this Forge program? Raise your hand. And are you all from Toyota, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm familiar with the Forge. I guess Toyota's what, renting the facility?
We're there are almost like contractors there, so there's still members coming in and out.
Okay. And what do you actually do while you're there? Is that your work day?
Yes.
And that's 3 days a week?
Yes.
And so are you performing any work while you're there? Just curious.
Yes. I mean, it's cleaning and organizing.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It's not a lot of directly maintenance related stuff, but it's related to our like NCEs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so these things that you're bringing up now, you found a way at least to follow through. Are you satisfied with the process?
It's decent.
Are you getting any feedback that what you're seeing and what you're recommending is actually going to take place?
So we have a system put in place for almost everything now. At first, like the first week or two, it was kind of bumpy, but now they have kind of a system the way we do things. But when it comes down to who's in charge of getting what,
Yeah.
they have to discuss that themselves.
Accountability.
So we bring it up, we tell them what we need, and then they discuss between the leaders. I guess they decide on.
When you say they, you mean the employees of
I mean
the force?
I mean like the people. No. I mean So we have someone. His name is Ed. He's like over top of us, kind of our liaison, I guess. Then we have Jerry and then Scott. So it's 3 people. They
They're
discuss.
all from Toyota.
No, Ed is kind of. I guess he's like a subcontractor.
Okay.
And then Jerry now he's Toyota.
Okay.
Scott. So
Okay. This is all new to me, that's why I'm asking. And again, I sense a little frustration. And you're going to run into that as your careers grow. Again, the best thing to do is share these concerns with your supervisor or and amongst yourselves. Not everybody's going to be up to the FANG level. They may never get there. So, I guess the takeaway here is be patient, but be persistent, and also try to, I guess, somehow ensure that these issues eventually get addressed to your satisfaction. That's all I can add. Has that brought up any other concerns, questions? Anybody want to know anything about me before we get started? Did you all check your emails? All right, so you know who I am. And I guess